Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 6. This week we are going to, first of all, have no classes on Monday. On Monday, it's President's Day, so you have a day off that day. I hope you take some time and let your mind wander. And remember how we talked about writing when you when you're not in front of the computer and you don't have a pencil in your hand, you just kind of mull things over in the shower or when you're walking your dog or when you're doing dishes or laundry or whatever you're doing. You let your brain kind of go back to your essay and think about it. And that is when the really cool insights happen. So hopefully you will use some of that time off to let your mind wander and find some really cool stuff to add into your essay. This week, we're going to be focusing on author's craft. We're also going to be focusing on listening to your draft and what it sounds like. And that tone and voice part is what draws your reader in. So I want you to be paying close attention to how your essay sounds this week. Also, we will be talking about MLA format. We're going to be figuring out how to format your paper, and I have a video on that for you. Because of the President's Day, I just want you to know that there's only going to be one class this week. I will be holding class on Tuesday, and I will be holding class on Wednesday. So no classes Monday, no classes Thursday, just Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's when I will see you this week. The first thing, of course, that we go over all the time is our Never a Day Without a Line daily writing with your writer's notebook. So I wanted to have you take a look at the prompts for this week. And there's going to be a few things that you're going to be reading and reacting to or trying some things out with. So the first thing is we're going to talk about titles and how to title your work and have a clever, enticing title that people will want to read. So there's a little bit of writing in your writer's practice book. On page 74 it starts, and you'll read about what John Warner talks about with titles. And then Catherine Bomer also has a little bit of writing about titles, and that is linked here. So you can see that it's blue. That's a link. You can just click on it, and that's how you'll get to the reading. I've also posted these readings in your Tuesday folder for you, just in case the links don't work for some reason. But the first prompt is going to be about titles. So you're going to read both of those things, and then you're going to be doing some work with your title for your creative nonfiction essay. The next thing you're going to read is again by Catherine Bomer, and it's about beginnings, how to have a great introduction, how to get your reader interested and wanting to read more. So you're going to read about beginnings, and then you're going to try out some really cool beginnings in this prompt. The other one is, of course, endings, and that's again by Catherine Bomer. She's going to talk about how you can conclude your essay and have a satisfying ending with your essay. So those 3 things are what I'm going to dictate this week. Those are 3 of your 4 prompts. You can see you have your choice in drafting an essay, and I have another your choice there just in case you are in the mood to do a little bit of writing on Monday. That is not required. You can just do 4 days of writing this week. So that is your Never a Day Without a Line daily writing in your writer's notebook on that discussion board. Let's move on to Tuesday. On Tuesday, you will have 3 things to do. The first thing is a voice thread, and it focuses on writer's craft. We've talked a lot about writer's craft. We've done some practicing about writer's craft, and this voice thread will go in depth with craft. I use Georgia Hurd's essay on this, so that is also posted in your Tuesday folder. You can go ahead and print that if you want to have it handy for you. Otherwise, have it up on your computer as you complete your voice thread. I will be asking you to comment on that essay, so make sure you have it. Then you have a little bit of reading. I think it's like 2 pages or 3 pages in your writer's practice book on collaboration. So you're going to read that, and there's a little quiz that goes along with that reading. And then there's a video that helps you format your paper using MLA format, and it's also going to introduce you to the OWL. The Purdue OWL is where you go when you have questions about formatting in MLA format or citing anything in MLA format. You're going to go to the OWL and look up what they say. They are the most up-to-date website. It is not like those ones where EasyBib or any of those. It's not that you're just plugging in things. It's explaining exactly how you do your citations, and it also is showing you how exactly to format your paper. So this is where we're going to go for information, since they are the most up to date, and every so often MLA revises their formatting, and the OWL is really good at making sure everything is super up to date and giving you really good examples of how to do it. It is where I want you to go to get help with this, not EasyBib or any of those. Okay, so that video is something that you're going to watch and probably take notes on, and then change your paper to make sure it is in the proper format. All right, then on Wednesday is a drafting day. You're just going to be writing, revising, drafting some more, doing some more pre-writing to help you out to think. So this is just focused right on your creative nonfiction essay, and that's it. You're just going to revise your draft and get your third draft done. Okay? And then that is going to be due on Thursday at 8 a.m. And on Thursday, I'm going to go back a little bit. On Thursday at 8 a.m., just so you're aware, you will be turning in your draft 3 for your creative nonfiction essay in 2 places. And I'm going to go back to your course schedule here. So in 2 places, you are going to be posting it to the peer review discussion board for your oral workshop, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And you're going to be turning it in to the assignment folder. I will only read the drafts that are turned in to the assignment folder. You also will be required to put it in your discussion board for your peer review oral workshop. That is another assignment. So you must put it in both places. The same draft 3. Discussion board, you're going to upload it there. Assignment folder, you're going to upload it there. And that is due at 8 a.m. sharp on Thursday. And I want you to know that the assignment folder will close at 8 a.m. on Thursday. So you have to have it done on time. There's no wiggle room on this one. The reason being is that on Thursday, everybody needs that whole day in order to figure out how to do their oral workshop. It's going to take some time. You can't do it early, and so you have to have your stuff in on time on Thursday. I usually give you a little bit of a safety net. There's no safety net for this. So on Wednesday, you will finish your third draft. And then you will post it to the assignment folder and to the discussion board before 8 o'clock on Thursday. Because that is when that's when the assignment folder will close, and you will not have the opportunity to hand it in. And that means you don't get credit for your draft 3, and you don't get the feedback for your draft 3, which is what's the most important. All right, so you need to make sure that this week you are on that, getting that in on time on Thursday. And then on Thursday, this is when we're going to be doing the oral workshop. This is your peer review for this paper. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to be you're going to be paired with 1 or 2 people. I am going to do my very best at getting it just to be paired with 1 other person. So it will be partners. That is the ideal, but if we have an odd number of people, then it won't be. Then it will just be 3 people in sum. So if you get put in a group that has 3 people, you are only responsible for reading one other person's. So that means the 3 of you need to decide who's reading whose, because everybody has to have theirs read. So if I am in a group with, and I'm just going to use my family. I'm in a group with Sarah and Katie, and we 3 have papers, then I might read Katie's paper. Katie would read Sarah's paper, and Sarah would read my paper. So we all have somebody reading our paper. Sarah and I wouldn't both do Katie's, right? Because then somebody's left out. So you have to make sure to be really clear with each other who's reading whose paper, okay? If you're in a group of 3. So this is how this is going to work is there's a lot of directions. And there's a direction sheet that goes step by step. So you need to make sure that you have your direction sheet out and looking at it and reading each step and following each direction. So you're going to, here's in a nutshell, this is what's going to happen. You're going to upload your paper in a Word document. That's important. It should be in a Microsoft Word document into the discussion board. Okay? So in a Microsoft Word document, you're going to upload it, and you're going to, in the subject line, you're going to put Meg's paper, but you're going to use your own name. Okay? Meg's paper. Okay? Then there's your attachment. And you might have to write something in the text box, and like this, here's my paper is attached or something like that. Or if you're going to share it, you need to make sure that anybody can open that. So if you're putting a link in there to your 365 account, that's fine, as long as everybody can access it, and that is on you to make sure that everybody can access it. For me, you're not sharing it. You are uploading a document. So you need to make sure that it's a document for me, okay? In the assignment folder. So just make sure that your partner will be able to access your paper. All right. So Microsoft Word access. After that, you are going to go to your partner's paper and you are going to download it, and then you're going to upload it in VoiceThread. That means you're going to have to go to VoiceThread and create a new VoiceThread. You're going to create one. Okay? You're going to upload your partner's paper. And then you are going to read your partner's paper in VoiceThread. Okay? You are not going to practice reading this at all. You're going to read it for the very first time when you're recording it in VoiceThread. That's really important. That gives the person that you are reading their paper, it gives them exactly where you're stumbling, which means they need to do some work on those stumbling places, okay? Then once you're done with that, you're going to share that link. You're going to make it a shareable link, and there's a whole video on that. And you're going to put that as a reply to their paper. So you're going to go back to mine where it says Meg's paper. You're going to hit reply, and you're going to say, here's the link where I'm reading to you, or whatever. Here's your VoiceThread link. Then you're also going to take their paper and you're going to annotate it, and you're going to fill out a worksheet, the oral workshop worksheet, and you're going to upload both of those as a reply to their original post as well. Okay, it's complicated. Their directions are step by step. I think you can do it. Everybody gets worried about it because it's complicated, but if you follow it step by step, you'll be fine. And then the last thing, of course, is on Friday, you're just going to do your Never a Day Without a Line, Writer's Notebook Daily Writing, and that's it. Okay, so that is our week this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Have a great week.